This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
In our previous episode, we talked about letting go of your past. If you missed it, be sure to catch up on last week's episode. Today we'll be exploring being alone and how you can overcome it, especially in social situations. For many people, the idea of being alone can be intimidating. Not for me. I am a total introvert. I love being alone. People stress me out, but extroverts might feel like they need to be around people all the time, while introverts like myself may struggle to find the right balance between socializing and alone time. But did you know that spending time by yourself can be beneficial for your mental and emotional well-being? So why is solitude important? Well, it can help you recharge your batteries, reduce stress, and improve your concentrations. When you're alone, you can focus on your thoughts and feelings without any distractions. This can help you gain a better understanding of yourself and your needs. But what should you do when you're alone? Well, there are plenty of activities you can enjoy on your own, such as reading a book, going for a walk, or practicing a hobby. But what about going to the movies or a restaurant by yourself? These can be daunting experiences, especially if you're worried about feeling awkward or judged. This is where hypnosis can come in handy. By using hypnosis techniques, you can boost your confidence and feel more comfortable in your own skin. Here are a few tips to help you get started. Take a few deep breaths and relax your body. Visualize yourself in the situation you're worried about, such as being alone at a restaurant. Imagine yourself feeling confident and at ease enjoying your own company. Repeat positive affirmations to yourself. These can be simple phrases like, I am comfortable in my own company, or I am confident and relaxed when I'm alone. Repeat them to yourself several times until you start to feel the positive effects. Practice mindfulness techniques. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Observe the world around you and appreciate the moment. When you're fully present in the moment, you're less likely to worry about what other people think. Next time you're feeling anxious about doing something alone, remember that it is okay to spend time with yourself. And if you need a little extra help, try incorporating hypnosis into your self-care routine. Join me tomorrow when I do an actual hypnosis session for our topic. Let's dive a little deeper into the benefits of solitude. As humans, we are social creatures and tend to seek out the company of others. However, solitude can be just as important for our overall well-being. When we spend time alone, we have the opportunity to reflect and recharge. Solitude can help us process our emotions, thoughts, and experiences without the distractions of others. This can lead to greater sense of self-awareness and self-understanding. Solitude can improve our creativity and productivity. When we are alone, we are free to focus on our goals without the interruptions and distractions that come with socializing. This can lead to deeper levels of concentration and innovation. It can provide a sense of inner peace and calm. It can give us a break from the stressors of the everyday life and allow us to slow down and appreciate the present moment. This can help us recharge and return to our daily activities with a clearer and more positive mindset. Solitude can help us build stronger relationships with others. When we spend time alone, we can reflect on our relationships and identify areas for growth and improvement. This can lead to more meaningful connections with others and a deeper sense of empathy and compassion. If you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, consider taking some time for yourself. Remember that solitude is not a weakness, but a valuable tool for self-care and personal growth. I know there are a lot of people that don't like being alone in public. They sit in their car for lunch because they're too afraid to go out on their own without a coworker. Now, I used to eat in my car when my coworker had her day off. It wasn't because I was afraid to eat alone. It was because I was working on writing a book. This is an idea for those of us that don't have any issues with being around people, but choose not to. But I know a lot of people struggle with this. Being alone in public can be intimidating, and it's also an opportunity to practice self-reliance and independence. Here are some tips on how to be alone in public without feeling awkward or self-conscious. Remember that you're not the only one who's alone. Many people enjoy doing things solo, like me. Whether it's going to the movies or grabbing a bite to eat, focus on your own experience and try not to worry about what others might be thinking. Prepare ahead of time. If you're worried about feeling awkward, plan out your outing in advance. Choose a restaurant or activity that you enjoy and feel comfortable with. This can help you feel more confident and less anxious. Bring a book or your phone. Having something to occupy your time can help you feel less self-conscious. You can read a book or catch up on your social media while you wait for your food, or even start a movie on Netflix. Practice mindfulness. Instead of focusing on your discomfort and self-consciousness, try to be present in the moment. Observe your surroundings. I know a lot of people love to people watch and appreciate the experience. This can help you feel more comfortable and at ease. And try to enjoy your own company. Spending time alone can be a valuable opportunity for self-reflection and personal growth. Embrace the chance to be alone with your thoughts and feelings. Next time you're feeling nervous about being alone in public, remember that it's a chance to practice self-reliance and independence. With a little preparation and mindfulness, you can enjoy your own company and feel comfortable in any situation. Now, it's common to feel self-conscious when you're alone in public. You may worry that people are staring at you or judging at you for being by yourself. However, it's important to remember that everyone is focused on their own lives and situations, and they're not paying as much attention to you as you might think. Here are some tips on how to keep this perspective in mind and feel more comfortable when you're alone in public. Remember that you're not alone in feeling this way. It's natural to feel self-conscious in certain situations, and many people experience this from time to time. Keep in mind that people are usually preoccupied with their own lives and situations. They're not likely spending much time thinking about you or judging you. Try to focus on your own experience rather than worrying about what others might be thinking. This can help you feel more confident and less self-conscious. Practice mindfulness. Instead of focusing on your discomfort or self-consciousness, try to be present in the moment. Observe your surroundings and appreciate it. Remember that you are worthy of respect and kindness, regardless of whether you're alone or with others. Treat yourself with compassion and understanding, and don't be too hard on yourself. Remind yourself that being alone in public can be a valuable opportunity for self-reflection and personal growth. Embrace the chance to be alone with your thoughts and feelings, and use the time to learn more about yourself. If you're feeling self-conscious about being alone in public, remember that everyone is focused on their own lives, and with a little mindfulness and self-compassion, you can feel more confident and comfortable in any situation. I wanted to touch on this a little bit because I know my grown children have issues with this in the past, not being able to make a phone call on their own. For many people, making phone calls can be an anxiety-provoking experience. However, it's an essential skill for both personal and professional communication. Here are some tips on how to make phone calls without feeling awkward or nervous. Practice before you dial. If you're nervous about the call, try practicing what you want to say ahead of time. You can rehearse your greeting or even role-play the conversation with a friend or a family member. Have what you need on hand for the call, such as a pen, paper, or notebook. A calendar, either on your phone or paper, is a good thing to have around if you need to come up with dates. Also, make sure that you have your work schedule handy. If you need a rather urgent appointment, make sure you speak to your employer about having the flexibility for a day off if need be. I used to make phone calls all the time as a dental hygienist, reminding people of their appointments. So I guess the phone is just a second nature to me, but I know my kids had a lot of hard times trying to make a phone call. What I want you to do is take a deep breath and relax before you make that call. Take a few deep breaths to calm your nerves. Remind yourself that it's just a phone call and that you can handle it. And if they say anything mean, you can always hang up. Smile when you're talking, even though the other person can't see you. Smiling can help you feel more confident and relaxed, and it really shows up in your voice. Remember that the other person is human too. The person on the other end of the line is just another person with their own thoughts and feelings and concerns. Try to approach the call with empathy and understanding if need be. Celebrate your success. After the call is over, take a moment to acknowledge yourself for stepping out of your comfort zone and making the call. Over time, with practice, you may find phone calls becoming less daunting and more natural. Remember these tips to help you feel more comfortable and confident. With a little preparation and practice, you can make phone calls with ease and grace. And that's it for today's episode. Don't forget to join me on Thursday for our companion hypnosis session. Thanks for listening to this episode of Hypno Wellness. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to the Hypno Wellness podcast and leave us a review. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram and YouTube.